What's up, Internet? We are here with another Sega Saturn day, this time with another shooter called Shienryu. This was also made available on the PlayStation, in English, actually, under the title Gekio Shooting King, and I really want to get a copy of that. The weird thing between this and the PlayStation version, from what I can tell, is the PlayStation version, and this is kind of the most notable thing for me with the PlayStation version that doesn't seem to be here as far as I can tell anyway, is from what I remember the PlayStation version had like this weird bonus option setting where you could like completely change the game. Like it wouldn't change how the game played or anything, but you could add like different filters and sound effects, and it completely changed the tone of the game. Like I said, I've got this on PSN, on the PlayStation, although I do want to get a physical copy of that, but I remember that, and, you know, otherwise I think this is a fairly standard game. Like, it's not that special or anything, really. It's a fairly standard shmup, but it's not bad. It looks fine, plays fine, but, you know, the PlayStation version, from what I remember, had those crazy bonus modes, and those are definitely what I remember this game best for, because otherwise it's just an okay sort of arcadey shmup. Again, like, not bad or anything, but what really set this game apart compared to, you know, others was just the fact that it had so many bizarre extra bonus features. And when I started this up on my Saturn, I gotta admit I was a little bit sad that I couldn't seem to find any sort of bonus option mode. Maybe I gotta beat the game once before it'll unlock or something, but it could be completely absent, which would be pretty sad, but because it is sort of like the thing about this game that I really find notable. Oh, that's a rather nice 3D depth effect right there. Otherwise, you know, it's just a rather decent sort of, not ridiculously good, but, you know, decent shmup. It's got some cool enemy designs. If I remember, it's got some really excellent sprite work when it gets going with the bosses as well. But, you know, I played Wolfang last week, and I said, you know, it was kind of like a B-tier shmup on a system that had a bunch of really good shmups, and this was another one I really wanted to play, so I figured I'd you know, see that through. I do like that lightning gun. Guns that home in on enemies are always my favorites in shooters. Mostly because it means I can be bad, and I am bad. But there was, like, a couple of bonus options. I don't think I bothered messing with them, but it was mostly just, like, do you want the arcade experience or, like, the Saturn experience? Do you want, how many points do you want to get, like, an extra life? You know, it wasn't terribly exciting, not like the PlayStation version. So as much as I'd love to give the Saturn credit for being better than the PlayStation in pretty much every respect, at least when it comes to arcadey stuff, I think I gotta give them Gekio Shooting King. And then I gotta really find a copy of Gekio Shooting King physically, because I just remember that being such a bizarre special experience in an otherwise fairly decent, if somewhat unremarkable, shmup. Oh, it fused. That's cool. That's Mag Max right there. Oh man, I need to try the arcade version of Mag Max. I think I've got it on my Pandora's box, but I've just never played it. Maybe I should do another Pandora's box episode. That'd be kind of fun. Just play random arcadey stuff. I actually do have an idea for like a series I could do with the Pandora's box, but I wouldn't be able to really do it by myself. And I'm in talks to make it happen, but I'm not sure it will. But, you know, we'll see. I don't have the best luck when it comes to collaborating with people. But, you know, stuff happens. Alright, let's go. Oh, man, I do like that lightning gun. Oh, it just sits there as long as you hold that shot. Lightning gun is always the best gun. I remember there being this really good PlayStation Xevious game that had like a lightning gun as well. what was it, Xevious 3D plus G, or whatever that weirdly named game was. I like Xevious. Although I really like, what was it, Xevious Plus? The version of Xevious that was Super Xevious, that's the one. That really felt like what... Like, Xevious was a good game, but Xevious Plus felt like, you know, the full game Xevious was... If Xevious was like a tech demo, Xevious Plus was the full experience. I think it's the best way to phrase it. And I'm not the best at Xevious, but I tend to find Xevious to be more enjoyable than, say, Twin Bee. But that's because I think Twin Bee has just a really awkward power-up mechanic. In fact, I think I said this last week, but, you know, when I went to college the second time, I bought a copy of Twin Bee, and I played it every single day in transit from school. Just because I wanted to try and get a little better at Twin Bee, and I could not figure out the power-up system to save my life. I don't know if those have physical presence. I'm not going to push my luck. I will stay to the side. Well, I do seem to have like a depth above them, so. There's some really nice scaling effects in this game. And that's a really nice transparency effect. Alright, come on, lightning gun. I still have bombs. I shouldn't discredit that. I just don't want to end up eating it really badly, because I get overly reliant on it. Like right now, I could really use a bomb. I don't have one, though. I don't like that spread attack. It's a fairly predictable spread shot, but oop. Alright, now we're getting a little Danmaku. Getting a little fancy with our bullet patterns. Some rather nice explosion sounds. I collected a lot of LEDs. I'm not sure what they do, but we collected them. Stage 3-1. Let's go. But yeah, this is just a nice little shmup. You know, there's not really much I can say about it. It doesn't have like the customization of Wolf Fang or anything, and you know, I've said it before, but on a system that has a lot of really good shmups, you got to be, you know, doing more than what this or like Wolf Fang did. You have to really push the envelope to make your name as a shmup on the Saturn as I fly into a bullet because I'm an absolute spaz. Game over! Can I continue? I'd like to continue. Yes, I'll continue play. My name's not It's. At least I'm pretty sure it isn't. Oh, I really like that lightning. I think Raiden had a lightning gun as well. Let's avoid the red. I've made my decision. I just want lightning gun. So let's stick with that. We've made a commitment to a weapon. Let's see what lightning gun can really do for us all the way through. Whoa! I gotta stop getting so fancy with my movement. Whoa. Okay, now we're starting to get a little dangerous. But as a very famous duck once said, let's get dangerous. And then blow up. Actually, that's pretty on point with DW's whole message. Blow up a whole bunch. Alright. I gotta be real careful. Those blue bullets do not help on a blue background, I'll tell you that much. I mean, my shots are also blue, that's probably not helping, and the enemies are blue. So it is a little easy to lose track of stuff a little bit. I think we're doing okay. I don't know what hit me there. It's alright. We just gotta keep our eyes peeled for explosion mobobs. Okay, that time I at least saw what I ran into. I do like the mechanical design of these. They've got like two giant propeller blades holding up their sides. It's... Also, I'm now level 56th. I resent that. Okay, so we're going to get shot from the side in about 1 second, so let's avoid that. Okay. Whoop. Alright, I saw that bullet. This is not the best background for this. It'd be like if your bullets were orange color and you played in front of like a volcano background with lava everywhere. You know, that's an aesthetic choice that you probably don't want to make. Because you're making your game objectively harder. Granted, I'm just bad, but, you know. I think blue LEDs are worth more points than the red ones. For what that's worth. Okay, there's a shot, there's a shot. Okay. Now, it certainly isn't helping that the lightning is also the same color as the enemy shots. But I'll be damned if I get rid of the lightning, because it's cool. And spread shots are really nice. Whoa. There's a lot going on right now. Grab that. Alright, we got this. No problem. I gotta remember I've actually got explosive devices I can use too. Well, we're at a boss, so I think we're gonna get real good practice in using them. Ah! There we go. Oh, it's got octopus legs. It's a big robot octopus. Well, it's a quadropus, but still. I will say that this is giving me a bit of a headache. I do have a bit of photosensitivity. Like, not extreme photosensitivity, but flashing lights do give me really bad headaches. So this is not the best. Whoa. Whoa. Alright, we're good. We're good. This is actually a relatively easy pattern to avoid. And he's gonna do that shot, and then he should do the big spread. There it is. I think the tentacles are actually like taking aggro from my lightning, and the lightning's actually not doing all that much damage to him. Whoa, although that's a bigger attack than he's ever given us, so I guess we're doing something right. Dodge to the right, dodge to the left. There's that shot, and there's the spread. Spread tends to be after that big shot. So this one should be the spread. There it is. Whoa! I think we just got an extra dude. Nice. Oh, my eyes hurt. Now we got a bunch of LEDs. We could put them in something and make it glow. That could be cool. Glowy things are always cool. Stage 4-1 starts. Alright. I think we just powered up our gun a whole bunch. I'll take that. I really like the whole having something scroll in the background past you on like a tram rail. Like the first boss was like that. The path to the second boss was like that. This thing's like that. Like it's a nice effect, but I think it's a bit overdone. You've got other tools in your toolkit. Developers, use them. Alright. I do appreciate how effective this thing is, even if it is giving me headaches. Come on, lightning gun. Zap everything and get it all out of the way. And at least with this background, I can see when something's shooting at me. That's a plus. Yeah, I don't think I showed it, but like on one version of the opening screen, they've got this really nice mech that I think is a boss later on. It looks really, really cool. I think some of the sprite work in this game is quite fantastic when it really gets itself going. You actually don't want to get right in front of that thing. And that's game over. Do I get another continue, or is that it? I guess we'll know in a sec. Hin. Okay, so if you put AAA, it just puts nonsense. Alright, we only get one more credit. And maybe a 0 credit. So we gotta be careful with this. Let's do it. Okay, let's avoid being directly in front of all these things, because that's no good. Alright. Oh, yep, we're good. We're good. We got this. No problem. Power up. Okay. Grab that. Alright. Music's pretty nice. Woo. I think we're in a new segment of the stage. The music just changed. I don't know what the S stands for. Alright, let's go, red spaceship thing. We got this. I'm a slightly less threatening red spaceship thing, but still. Whoa, mixing things up. Whoa, okay. Joke's on you. I've got bombs for days. And by that, I mean I have one more. I don't know if those afterburners actually damage me. Let's avoid them if we can help it. Woo! Alright. Yeah, I think this is the thing on the title screen. Yeah, this guy. This guy's sprite is awesome. I think he's also on the cover of the Japanese version. So I guess he's like the mascot of the game or something. Some kind of like mecha Oni thing. Oh, that's close. Like I said, the sprite work in this game can get really quite nice when it wants to. Whoa. I really screwed that one up. This is my last credit. Transparency effects on the clouds are quite nice as well. I guess that's it. Maybe he goes away after a while if you don't do enough damage. Or maybe it's a fight where he escapes, you have to fight him later. Oh, we're in space. Classic. Right. Now it feels like the action's ramping up a fair bit. Let's not run into those bullets. It's a crazy thought, but it might work. Probably not, but it's worth a shot. I don't know what that S actually does. I think the P powers you up. Oh. I just completely screwed that one up. Wow. That is total lack of skill on my point. Oh, S is probably speed up is what it is. That's so wildly obvious, and I couldn't figure that out. And I play a lot of these games. I don't know why that very basic, obvious thing eluded me. Whoa. Yep. Uh-huh. That's fine. Let's not run into stuff. Ah. I blame that speed up for that. That's the problem with games. I tend to play shmups with a slower moving ship. Oots. I wonder if it's trying to spell like an actual message across 3 letters, across like all 50 spots of your rank, if you just put AAA. Alas, but we can watch the opening. The opening's quite cool. It's not quite as cool as Wolfang's, and it's a lot more artifacted, but or not. It's just gonna throw us to this screen. But Shienryu, it's see, that's like the pinnacle of sprite work in this game. Very, very nice. You know, I said this last week while I was playing Wolfang. This is sort of like a C tier shooter, maybe a B tier. I think Wolfang is probably better, but I think the real like draw to this game was the exclusives that the PlayStation version seemed to get, or at least that I have not found in this version. Which of course was like the options menu that had all the different weird filters and sound effect modes you could turn on. And, you know, it wouldn't completely change the game by any means or measure, but, you know, it was a fun way to mix things up and give you a slightly different experience each time. This kind of lacks that, so, you know, without it, you've just got kind of a decent, competent shmup, but not the most exciting one. Definitely fun, though. I've played worse shooters, but I've also played significantly better ones. Either way, this has been Shienryu, also known as Gekio Shooting King on the PlayStation. If you thought this looked cool, or you want to try out those bonus modes, the Japanese version is available on PSN for about $5. Similarly to Wolfang, another game you should absolutely play. But either way, I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, follow the stream to know we go live, because we try and stream as often as possible, usually every other day. Tomorrow I'm thinking about maybe doing some multi-card stuff. There's, of course, Open on Mondays, Live Live on Tuesdays, and Gotcha Force on Wednesdays, assuming that my release schedule doesn't push it by a day or two. You might also want to check out and subscribe to my YouTube channel, see everything else I do, which is a lot of stuff. And if you really want to make my day, check out the show's PayPal or Patreon. Support the show any way you can so that I can continue to do what I do best, which in this case is explore some possibly not as good as PlayStation versions of games on the Saturn, which is honestly not something I ever expected to say in my life, because I've always lived by the rules the Saturn version is the best out of everything, because it would just had so much extra hardware and stuff, and it always tended to have like the authentic versions of stuff, especially arcade stuff. So it's a little disappointing, but that might just be because all that stuff was actually added to the PlayStation version. So yeah, go get Gekio Shooting King is the short version of this story. But either way, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll leave you with the opening. Peace out, Internet.